everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bob. I'll be your dungeon master or game master for tonight's episode of Scorched Basin, a Shadowdark playthrough of this really cool Kickstarter. We've got CJ, Dexter, Dasha, and Chris back. This is the finale of Scorched Basin, episode 4, and I am so excited to get this underway. If you haven't been watching or just kind of picked up on some clips and you're like, let me just see the end first, what are you doing? Go back to the start. Watch episode 1, 2, then 3. This is going to be the culmination of this wild ragtag group of scavengers from the Rider group, seeing if they can get this massive crystal for some diabolical plot. I mean, for water, endless water. We'll see. How are we doing? Are we feeling good about this finale?
Oh yeah,
So excited.
we're gonna get.
Can we do a couple more?
I'll be honest with you. My mind, as I was preparing for this last one, I kind of had I knew exactly where it was going generally after the last one, but I was preparing, there's some things that will be decisions you have to make. And I was like, ooh, what if I just stopped it there? And then we went on to another sort of quest. And I have to curb my thoughts here. I gotta we gotta wrap this up in a bow. But,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this Scorched Basin will do to you. There is so much content that we're not using that I'm like, am I picking and choosing the right things to introduce? But I think it's good. I feel good about what we're doing, and I feel really good about the way we've portrayed this. And by the way, if you haven't checked it out yet, the Kickstarter is still going on. Down below in the description, we got a link for Scorched Basin. Again, it does help support both Tom and Bodhi from Homie and the Dude, who are producing the Kickstarter, but also our channel as well. We've already had a few backers actually, so it's really cool. So we will be like I said, sharing in some of those proceeds that go to us. We'll be using them to hopefully update the mics and some cameras. I've already got a couple of ideas of things we're going to pick up. And if you want to support the channel anyway, check the description for Patreon. That's always another way to support us in general. But the show, I'm so excited to play here. So my question to all of you, you've been in different games here. What's one game on the channel that you have been super hyped for? That, like, it could be a finale, maybe it was a starter, maybe it was, but what's an episode that you were just like, I am just bursting with energy for this episode? What has that one been for you? And we'll start with CJ this time.
Well, for me, this is just the culmination of everything that we've been doing so far. Like, I'm really excited to find out what's happening with this crystal. Can we get?
This episode.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Is this the one?
This is the one.
Wow. Okay, so wow, you've never been more excited than this episode.
Than this episode.
Okay. Well, we're gonna come back to you though. I want to runner up then. I want to runner up. Something is not this episode. Or do you have that off the top of your head?
I don't have that off the top of my head.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Think about it. Let's jump over to Dexter. Dexter, of the things you've been a part of, what was one you were...
too.
Oh.
I was gonna say this. I really like my character in this story. I feel like my character actually has some development going and some progression as a sort of arc, one might say, as if it was not just something I'm making up as I go. Totally.
Guys, this isn't this is a promotion, but like you can lie, okay? You don't have to lie, I should say.
It's always the game that you're playing which is the most exciting.
Come on.
I think that's the thing. It's the game that you're playing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, we'll go to Dasha, who won't be a cop out here.
I am excited for this, but it's not my first one that immediately came to my mind. But this is top 5, I'd say at least.
Okay.
But my top, at least in recent memory, was actually one of the Vecna chapters, the one in Avernus. Just because I was bringing back Iroviel, who I'd played a long, long time ago, like when the channel first started, and she had already been back in Vecna, but she was back in the first chapter with characters she hadn't known before. In this chapter, she was coming back with 2 characters, Hex and Kolgath. Hex? Yeah. Hex and Kolgath, who she had been in that original campaign with, and her character hadn't seen in decades in game time. So I spent so much time thinking about, like, how is she going to react to Hex? How is she going to react to Kolgath? How is she going to react to being with both of them back together in this setting where this horrible thing happened to her and her group also like did a great thing together, I spent hours thinking about and going through like possible dialogues in my brain. I don't know if I've ever thought that much about a first
Wow.
episode.
See, that's how you answer a question, everybody. No,
You're welcome.
the most important one is right now.
Oh,
We're coming back to you, CJ. Don't worry. But Chris, what about you? Great answer, Dasha. Great answer.
So my answer is an episode, hopefully, of things to come. The episodes of future past. I cannot wait for hopefully the return of Hieronymus and the Keep on the Borderlands crew.
Oh, it's happening.
I'm
coming.
hearing whispers. Looking at you, Dasha. That I'm hoping. There's lots of hope for Hieronymus's heart, and
Wow.
and I'm excited. And let me tell you, it's been what, 2 years since we stopped playing that crew.
Yeah, well, we did have the mini reunion.
I know, but that was so short and unsatisfying.
It In Search of the Unknown led into Vecna Eve of Ruin, which was really cool. But yes, I know what you mean. It was not a new campaign. Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope soon to be able to be my surly gnome self again.
Oh, it's coming. It is certainly coming. Great. Excellent. CJ, we're going back to you real quick. I'm okay with Dexter's choice because Dexter, you've been in college, you had more things to do. You've only been on limited projects so far, but CJ, you got to pick one.
I gotta pick the question is, what was my most anticipated episode, or like?
Yeah, technically we only had like one real answer right now, so go ahead.
Yeah, well, technically, I guess. So I think then I'll have to go with Dasha another reunion episode, which was Candlelight Mysteries with all of the Icewind Dale crew back together again, reviving our good friend Flair, coming back, going through all that, just getting that crew back together was one of my favorite episodes that we all worked together on, because it also ended in like the most perfect way. And I'm not going to spoil the ending because everyone who hasn't seen it should go back and see it to see why, like, it caps off the truth of the Icewind Dale crew, which was that everything was fated to have happened the way that it did, and the dice rolls all worked out exactly that way.
That was actually, so it's called Between Tangled Roots. That was the name of the episode. If anyone wants to watch it, maybe we'll put it here so you could see it. I'll put maybe Dasha's as well in there. But Between Tangled Roots, it was actually easy to confuse, but it's part of the Radiant Citadel technically, but it's a similar anthology series. But it was a really a nice, like even like I was saying before, a nice bow on the entire Icewind Dale campaign, which was the longest campaign here on the channel, though that's about to be eclipsed by Curse of Strahd probably soon. But Icewind Dale was a very special campaign. Very special.
Fantastic campaign.
Yeah, very special. All right, so now we're going to jump into it seems like everybody's most awaited episode, Scorched Basin, episode 4. Let's lock in. You ready?
Absolutely.
Lock it in.
Ready.
Lock it in. All right, here we go. So last time we played, we encountered another group of riders, and they're from a place called the Cemetery Gates. It's their name of their little outfit that they've got, led by someone named Pantera, and he had a couple of lackeys with him, Motor, who was their mechanic, and Slayer, who seemed to be their like weapons specialist. So they rode up on their large pickup truck basher and picked you up when your hydro suits were failing, when you had no food, no water, about to die from the elements here now that you're in the large sea of dunes. They picked you up, brought you back to their camp, kind of nursed you back to health a little bit. However, they seem to have some ulterior motives. They were really pressing you to see what you were doing so far away. Pantera seems to know a little bit about your outfit, the graveyard where you're from. They know Judas the priest who hired you. They know Sabbath and Maiden, your leaders, and they knew that they were on their ride right now, and like many of the riders are watching at various stages. But they felt like you were hiding something from them, the true nature of your quest. So they sort of interrogated you a bit, and I think much to your disadvantage, Leonard and Anthrax just, they're so savvy when it comes to politics. They were able to give away a little bit of it, and I think that's what led them to raid you at night. Luckily, Scorpions and Roses caught their plan mid sneak, and you were able to get everybody out of your shack, get to the basher that stole their basher, and drove out into the night. So now you did technically go all night on the road, taking shifts, and we leveled up. And hit points abound here. Anthrax, you rolled like what, a 6 or 7 or something like that? A 6, 7? As the kids say?
A 3 for this one.
Nope.
3.
Sorry, the kids,
Nope.
Lingo 6,
7, 6,
6
7?
or 7.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, I missed that.
Yeah,
6,
yeah.
7.
Dexter, what about you?
I rolled the 6, 7.
Did you really?
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
A 7. Okay, and CJ
I rolled a little less than a 6 or a 7, but I rolled a 5.
and Asha.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, now
I did double my hit points though with a 5.
So some notables. Leonard doubled his hit points with a 5, so now he's at 10.
100% more hit points.
Anthrax is almost a dragon, we learned. What's your hit points at?
Only 29 with a poor roll for that last one, but my strength is as strong as a dragon.
He has the strength of a green dragon and half the hit points. So he's almost a dragon in Shadowdark standards. So you've been a beast, and hopefully that'll help the group out quite a bit. So as the final scene set in episode 3, you were driving. Morning had come. The sun is up in the air, and behind you are being caught up. A basher led by Pantera and some other of the riders are chasing you, and they're gaining ground. And up ahead in the distance, you saw a massive sandstorm headed right in your direction. So here we go. So we're going to kick this off with another skill challenge here. Yeah. Well, it's going to be great, okay? Because the storm. And I'm going to call this the Storm of Pantera, as the winds whip up sand and howling of the wind carries towards you. You see ahead in the distance, in the north, still again heading to the north, because that's your goal. You're headed towards the edge of the basin, and you are almost there. You see up ahead a rocky outcropping, some big, large, like what are they, like chimney rock-esque, sort of structures in the distance, and this roiling storm kind of striking the dunes. It is kind of like you have to see if you could beat it to that. Maybe there's cover there, and of course Pantera and his crew are right on your heels. So let's do this. Let's go into the first round of the skill challenge. The sandstorm starts to hit this first wall, hits your basher, and your visibility begins to shrink. The suffocating wind and grit of the sand starts hitting your bashers, and you can feel lightning bolts kind of hitting, singeing the sand and the air next to you. What do you do? And this time we'll go in sort of more free form instead of me picking people by initiative. Let's go with a more free form here. I'll let anyone that feels inclined to do something.
I know exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, yeah, I'm still right there. You hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to climb up to the front of the basher, kind of hook my feet, like my toes, like under, like where the hood meets like the windshield. There's like a little ledge in there.
Sure.
And I'm going to hook my feet in there to get a good purchase, and I'm going to expose myself and take the brunt of the storm to defend my friends.
When you say expose yourself, you mean just simply taking the brunt of the storm, correct?
We'll leave that to the imagination.
Okay, let's go with the Constitution check. Do you get advantages on the Constitution check?
I don't know.
From your... being a fighter?
No, I don't think so. I get advantage on checks to overcome opposing forces using strength.
You know what? Maybe this makes more sense as strength. I think it would be take more strength to stand on that
stand
hood
up, yes.
Yeah. And like to push against it, to like fight against the wind and stuff like that. Let's do that. Let's do it. Go ahead, give me your check. And for this one, the DCs are all 13. So they're a little harder than the last one.
Oh.
What we get for a total here?
I got a 10.
A 10. Okay. So the complication here will be that you do end up being forced down. The winds are too hard. You fall right onto the steering wheel. And Dexter, as Roses is steering, you just this massive, half-orc just lands almost right in your lap. And it's going to need I'm going to need a drive check here, Roses, to see if you can avoid more complications to this basher.
Somebody waxed the hood.
Is this straight D20 or do I get any bonus?
It would be your drive check, so it would be your dex plus you have rider bonuses, I believe, and you also have desert rider bonuses. So,
and I believe we make it because rider bonuses should be +2 and then +3 for dexterity.
Okay, so you got a 13 at least?
Yes, I got a 14.
14, good. So this is to avoid a complication. You hit a dune real hard, and you start to rock up and down over them like it's very uneasy, and you finally shove him off to the side and start to take back the wheel, and you're able to avoid like knocking the basher over on its side. So it counts as a failure. The whole check counts as a failure, but no other complication to it. Anybody else? What do you do in this moment?
I think Rose is he's taking the wheel, would be trying to see if there is any direction that seems, whether it be like straight or northeast, northwest, that feels like it would be going less against the winds.
Give me we'll do either a wisdom or an intelligence check to see if you can navigate a sort of like a plot of course. You know what I mean?
Now? Can I go before him? Because I think I have something that might help his check before.
I love it. Yes.
If I do my check, so I'm going to use my new seer spell, read the runes. And I got a 12, and the DC to cast was a 12.
Okay, so I love it. And what does the spell do?
So it allows me to ask the gods a question. So basically, I'm asking the Speed Mother, please grant us your wisdom. Show us in the spill of this oil that is all over the floor. Let me read your runes and your tell us our fate. And I can ask you one simple yes or no question, and you will answer truthfully with a yes or a no. Speed Mother, is there a direction we should go?
And
it is more correct than the other directions.
I love it. So here's what's going to happen. You're spilling out some sort of runes or bones or maybe some sort of fortune device, and you're asking the Speed Mother what this would be. Or maybe it simply is just looking for an omen or a sign, whatever it would be. Maybe it's an omen, right? It's probably because I don't think you have some sort of a trinket, do you?
No, I don't. I'm sure there's stuff all over the basher. Like I grab like some,
I love it.
Some nuts and bolts and some screws. I'm like grabbing
I love it. So here's what we'll do. Instead of counting that as a skill check, because it's not really skill, it's casting a spell, let's have this give Dexter advantage on his check. So okay. Dexter, give me a intelligence or a wisdom check with advantage.
I'm like, which way, Leonard? Which way?
I'm reading the runes. I'll tell you. Just start going that way.
No. And give me your check, Dexter.
Well, I don't know
with advantage. Remember
the runes that very well. Yeah, I rolled an 8 and then a 2.
An 8 and then a 2.
So that's going to be an 11. Right.
So here's what'll happen.
Intelligence.
That's a failure, but we'll say it like this. CJ, Leonard's pointing in the direction, but then lightning struck right in front. The ground beneath it like seared, the sand turned to like glass, and you had to dodge out of the way of it. And so you're on one single track towards the outcropping. So you're taking the route that's maybe the most through the dunes, but you had to make a quick decision, and it's going to be a bumpy ride going forward. That's another failure. So that's the end of round 1. Let's go to round 2. Pantera's crew is not giving up on you. You see their headlights ghosting through the sand, and even though they're struggling as well, it seems like they're maneuvering their vehicle slightly better here. A harpoon launches out from their basher and latches onto the back. And I'll say, Scorpion, you're the one maybe like on the pickup in the back because you were injured. Mm-hmm. And you're like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. You're like, must go faster. So what do you do?
I would like to see if I can dislodge the harpoon from wherever it landed.
Sure. Do you have your dagger in your hand, or?
I would assume that at some point while I was recovering, I would have loaded my prosthetic hand back up with the spring-loaded dagger situation.
Okay. So let's do an attack, and let's see if you can do enough damage to break the rope. Obviously, the check would just be a 13, and that'll narratively break the rope.
Oh, that's a 10.
We are not doing
That's a 10. Can I use... Do I still... No, I use my luck, I think.
Does anybody have a luck point?
I do.
I have mine?
I give you a luck point.
Because I was going to use it, but then I think didn't Leonard tell me
You didn't, because CJ could cast a spell that can bring him back a luck point, so they used his, and then he cast the spell when they were resting, I believe.
So next time, if I fail,
I think you are the only one currently now with the luck token, Dexter. After this.
Wait, can I use it for somebody else?
You can, yeah, but CJ has one as well, so I think CJ is going to offer his.
I'll offer
right?
mine.
Okay.
Okay, and luck, is it adding?
No, luck is just a reroll.
Reroll, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 25. There we go.
Hey now, yeah, you go to cut the rope, and you hit another dune, and you lose your balance, you fall on your face, but you climb up onto the back of the pickup, and you finally, with last-ditch effort, as they're starting to crank the harpoon back in and reel you slice it off, and you gain a boost, and you fly off the next dune, and it kind of pushes you, propels you forward. You get a little distance now. One more action in this case. So right now we have 1 success and 2 failures. You are on the verge of failing the whole skill check. Remember, you need 4 successes before you get 3 failures. So... let's see what you got here. CJ, you have helped out, but you haven't made a skill check yet. Okay. Would you like to do something in this moment?
Yes, but I'm not sure what Leonard can do. Well, I would like to try and, when we got on this dasher, Leonard said he might be sacrificing, giving up nothing fancy on the way here. So he looks around and he sees nothing fancy still kind of like stuck to the old basher here. And he sees it kind of hanging off the edge, and he's like, maybe it might just be a good distraction to let old nothing fancy go. So I might try.
I thought you were about to throw your cat.
I did too.
That's great.
I'm thinking I might have to let old nothing fancy go and drop her off.
Okay, so this is gonna be like you're gonna like throw her literally under the bus and hopefully like pops her tires or messes their treads up or whatever.
Messes their treads up. Crashes into their front and blows up something.
Oh my god, I love this. Okay, CJ.
Drop that.
What skill do you think this would be? I'm thinking it's more of dexterity to see if you can aim it properly, but I don't quite know the method that you're doing it. It's just literally dropping it off the back, or
it's pretty much literally dropping her off the back. It's pretty much, letting her go. Hopefully in the line with
okay. Let's do it.
So we're gonna do this as a dexterity check.
Yep, and just call out your number when you're ready.
Awesome. Just remember, Leonard is not very physical. Yeah, that's a 9.
A 9. So how about this? You can decide if you just literally toss her to the wrong direction or not, or something else happens. What do you think narratively it would be when you?
He's gonna like throw nothing fancy off, and it's gonna just like kind of like tumble and like stay there, right? And it just like it doesn't do the cool, like it doesn't like keep rolling back and like doing like the whole thing, where like it just kind of like
they just dodge out of the way.
It just just falls. Right.
Oh man. Well, you never
like,
know.
Oh no, nothing fancy, no.
So this happens, and they swerve around it, and there's no complication here. They avoid nothing fancy completely. However, I will say that what ends up happening here is this sort of you're cursing and crying or whatever distracts the group enough before another wall of sand hits hard here, and this time the storm shrieks, rising into a cyclone. You can see the whirling formation starting to twist, the funnel tearing the desert sands apart, and eventually you feel like the giant vehicle you're on has now been lifted. Sparks begin to fly as the vehicle starts to rip to shreds. You are now airborne as you're going around the tornado's maw. All right. So technically, you have failed the skill check. However, I will say that you also notice that your enemy, Pantera, they have also been lifted. So they're flying through the air. They're cursing at you. Everybody's going to need to give me dexterity checks to see how well you can avoid the damage from being tossed through the air.
Anti-M, no. I really hope we just land on an evil, wicked witch. I'm sorry, what are we rolling?
A dexterity check.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
0.
Oh God, he's dead. Leonard gets torn to shreds.
I could help myself.
I only have 10 hit points. I can survive this.
Okay.
Thanks
So
for
what did everyone roll?
10.
You're rolling a dexterity check. What'd you all get?
14.
A 10.
Let's actually switch it over to the roll 20 at this point. I didn't bring it up, but I wanted our faces here. But now that the oh yeah, look, there's the 0. Oh my gosh.
Right there.
So you have a -2 to dex.
I have a -2 to dex.
What's your strength?
-1.
Here I am thinking I'll give CJ the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him dex instead of strength. And I'm like, oh my god, you wanted strength for throwing old faithful out there.
That would have been
fancy.
That would have been a 10.
Yeah, but still better than what you had. Okay,
Bob,
so
I just need to request that it be made into a YouTube short the moment when Leonard says he's gonna throw nothing fancy and CJ lifts his
And it's his
cat.
cat.
I think that needs to be a YouTube short.
I think we have to make it. Love it.
Ooh.
Okay, so Dasha, I see a 10. Dexter, I see an 11, but was that your total?
14 plus 3.
14. Okay, and Chris, I see a 4. Is that the total?
That's a
Boy.
total.
Oh boy. Okay.
How am I doing?
So-
Am I doing okay?
No, you've all failed. All of you have failed. The tornado
Oh,
launches
God.
your basher into the air, and the last thing you all see before you black out is the outcropping that you were trying to get to. You got to it a lot faster than you had wanted. And here's your damage, everybody. So if you passed this, you would have taken half, but since you all failed, you take the total 12. So CJ, you go unconscious, I believe.
Yep.
Like you're dying.
Yep.
Everybody else, after a momentary, like I said, you blacked out. Maybe you fainted for a quick second. You look up around you, and there's wreckage. There's your basher is on fire. The winds are still whipping around. You hear cries from Pantera's troops. And let's see, Anthrax, you are clearly still alive. I know you have a lot of hit points. Is anybody else super injured, or are you close
I'm down.
to death?
I'm down.
You're down?
I have
Okay.
12 hit
I'm
points.
You've 12? Oh boy. I'm at half.
Okay, so Pantera, you'll pick up Scorpion. Roses, you'll pick up Leonard. And you see a cave entrance. This will be the only way to really get some cover from the winds and the lightning arcing. So you drag everybody into this cave, and you kind of fall to the ground. Your friends are dying. What do you do?
Well, I think first things first. Roses kind of laments the terrible loss of the first basher that he was ever on.
Yeah.
Roses was in his head. He was like, oh my God, this wheel is a little creaky. Can't wait to fix that up. Oh, and that's getting a little rusted. Maybe a new paint job. And he was thinking, maybe some fuzzy dice right here that I can play with. Oh, and now it's over.
He was planning so much.
He's so sad.
Hey, it's just a bigger challenge. All the parts are out there.
Yeah.
The desert.
Yeah, but I think, after crying for a little bit, I think they'll try and see if it's not aloe. What is the?
It is aloe. Yes,
it is aloe.
But it's like special aloe. It's like
special aloe.
basin aloe.
Just don't feed it to us.
I'm definitely gonna feed it to Leonard.
Oh my God, I would have done that too.
So I'll get Leonard and I'll put it in his mouth and start moving his jaw and
okay, I'll do Scorpion. I'll do Scorpion.
And her feed her too. It's better when it goes in her mouth.
Okay, yeah, is it? Okay. And so I also start feeding Scorpion's mouth. Oh God.
I think it is, right? It's stronger that way.
Is it? I don't remember. Okay.
Well, how much aloe do we have left? I know each of you had one use of aloe. One was used at some point, I think.
I used mine for Anthrax at one point during our very first encounter. And I think that's the only one that's been used because the other healing that was done was a spell, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so you shove the aloe into their mouths and you realize it's not actually working. It's like, they're gurgling it up and not swallowing. What do you do?
Chew it up for them and spit it into their mouth.
Slather them in it. And I just start rubbing it all over Scorpion. I'm like, why isn't it working?
So Anthrax starts chewing it himself after it's already been in Leonard's mouth. Roses starts rubbing it all over Scorpion's body.
Whoa. This just took a turn.
Scorpion, technically applying the salve to your body would work, so you get the benefits of a cure wounds, so you can roll, what is it, 2d6 we said? Yeah, 2d6. Or no,
Amazing.
It's 1d6. 1d6.
Thank you.
2d6? What are we talking about?
That's a 1.
That's because most of it is in your mouth.
In my mouth?
Yeah.
So I'm going to have 1 hit point and explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, that'll wait.
All right,
eventually.
I'll see that, and I'll spit it onto his body and massage it onto him as well.
Once you see it working on Scorpion.
Yeah. All right.
The wrong two characters went unconscious.
Yeah. Leonard, we'll give you we'll say a D4 because most of it is gone at this point.
2.
That's more effective somehow when you chew it before
You should have chewed it first.
I'm sorry.
So the winds, you're in this small dark cave, and you're looking out, and you hear the cries of Pantera and his crew. Lightning is still again arcing, striking down. The sand is blocking almost all visibility. It's even though it's morning outside, there's practically no light in this cave. So, what do? You feel around. You can clearly tell the entrance is about 20 feet wide, maybe 10 feet high. What do the rest of you do now that you're awake?
I'm just gonna lie here. Oh God, my bones, they all hurt. I hurt a lot of my bones. Oh God, I think I have some internal bleeding.
I think Scorpion is also just laying there staring at the cave ceiling with her 1 hit point, starting to feel some gastrointestinal discomfort.
Can you do
Scorpion, are you okay?
Aloe.
Scorpion, are you okay?
No, my stomach hurts. What did you do to me? Oh my God.
I thought I fed you the aloe. Isn't that how it works?
No, you idiot. Ugh. What happened?
Can you guys?
Don't you remember the giant tornado? It threw us across the basin. I don't know where we are.
Did we crush the Wicked Witch? Are there munchkins somewhere? Are we?
I don't know, but I don't see Pantera either.
Is there a brick road made of gold? No. Okay. Wait. We can't see them out there.
No,
Make sure
it's
they're
also
not
pitch black.
still.
It's dark.
How big is this cave? Did you guys is this just a small cave or is there like a bigger cave? Is there more cave?
I don't know. I'll check. I'll look around.
Wait, why don't you take one of my torches and light a torch?
I'll take
Maybe there's like as long as there's not like a giant cave bear or like a cave, I don't know, giant cave skunk.
Everybody give me a wisdom check.
Is it very cold now that it's night?
It's not night. It's morning, actually. But the darkness is due to the storm.
Just
it's
the storm.
blocking
Gotcha,
all the sun.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
Did you say wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's not a 6. I'm lying. I think that's a 4.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. So I see the numbers here. Chris, while they're not arguing, I don't know why I always think you're arguing, but while they're talking about the darkness here and lighting a torch, you turn your head towards the back of the cave and you can see 2 pretty like whitish blue glowing eyes. They're faint, but they are looking directly at you.
Uh-oh.
And you hear a low like humming sound coming with it. It's hard to tell exactly what the sound is like, but it almost sounds like somebody just kind of doing a deep, like throaty voice, essentially. It would sound maybe something like
like Fonzie?
Yeah, but like more like the lingering sound of the letter A. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my axe and run towards it.
Okay, you run towards it, and as you light the torch, Roses, you can see that Anthrax is charging at a small, very delicate-looking creature. Although, as it's being charged at, it ends up getting in some sort of like a defensive profile here, and we'll roll initiative, actually, I think. Here is the creature that you see. Let me just get it for you here. Yeah. There you go.
Uh-oh.
It's Dobby the house elf.
It kind of does look like a house elf from Harry Potter, yeah. It more goblin-esque version of it. Like it's got mostly greenish but dark green patches all over its body. It has wispy white hair on the back of its head. It's got 2 little crystal shards that it looks like it's using as weapons in some case, and it is scared. It looks very frightened as you're charging at it.
Like
roll
crystal,
initiative.
crystal?
Crystal shards, yeah, like the
Ooh.
ones that you're trying to get.
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't. I'm not.
Yeah, the rolls are really bad tonight.
No, we're doing great. We're doing great.
Oh, good. One of the
all right.
smart
Well,
characters got
it looks like you beat the creature, though. So, Dasha, you go first. Chris, you're rushing towards it, but Dasha sees this, and Scorpion. What does Scorpion do?
She's still weak and confused and doesn't necessarily know what this is or to what extent it's a threat. So I don't know if she wants to attack it, but she might want to like intimidate it. So she would maybe shoot a dagger to go like right next to it as a warning.
Okay.
If that is allowed. There's no
I
like
won't make you. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna make you roll an attack. I'll probably just say this would be like a charisma check. You're trying to intimidate it. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's a -1, but let's see. She's not very intimidating right now, but
I think it might be worthwhile, though, because you are pretty proficient with this, and yes, it's your charisma is intimidation, but just like in D&D, how you could use a different skill ability score in place of something, I think that same thing would apply here. I think maybe your attack would be the intimidation. It's not an attack roll to hit the creature, but we'll use the bonus of an attack as your roll.
Amazing. That makes this better. Yeah, because I imagine she's not looking very intimidating. She's probably not even standing up. She's probably like laying down, propped up on like an elbow. But she sees this thing, shoots her dagger from her position, and just yells like, "Don't get any closer." And this is the roll 24. So she is not trying to hit it. She's trying to make it go as close as it possibly can to the creature to scare it and make sure it doesn't get any closer and doesn't attack them, but not actually hurting it.
Yeah, you like hit it right by the feet or something like that, and it like jumps. It's like, and it like scurries a little further back from the bolt. Then we would go to, I think it would be Dexter at this point, right? Oh no, Chris. Sorry.
No, it's
CJ.
Me. I got an 11.
CJ. Go for it.
Yeah. So yeah, I roll over. I'm gonna see. Oh god. And I see Anthrax charging towards this thing, and then I see this dagger fly across. I'm like, and I scream, "Wait!" at Anthrax to try and get him to like not just murder this thing right out, because it looks kind of cute and small.
So you want to like put yourself in between Anthrax and the creature?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know that I want to put myself between, because I don't know how blind Anthrax's rage is. But I do want to try and get Anthrax to not just like not rage. Like, I don't know if there's a way to.
I think it's just player to player. You can plead
my
your
action
case.
is to just try and convince Anthrax to not attack recklessly. Just be like, wait.
He's not a barbarian, so he does have reason.
That's true.
Not much. I've seen what you do. You did spit all over me.
Saved your life too.
And just wait. Don't kill it. And that's kind of all I'm gonna do is, and then also try and like sit up with my broken ribs and my broken pelvis. Maybe my coccyx was a little bruised.
Along with your ego. Maybe the knocking. Maybe that knocked your head to put some sense into you, though.
Maybe.
All right, so you try to plead your case. Anthrax, you're up next. Do you pause? Do you?
I will hear the call, and I will stop my swing.
Okay. Dexter, what about you?
I'll also wait.
You'll wait. You'll pause.
I'll remain. I'll remain next to Scorpion then. I won't approach it.
Fair enough. So so the creature, sees this. It's like tense. It moved away from the shot from Scorpion. Was it a dagger or the bolt, Dasha? I forget. Was it a crossbow?
It was a dagger.
Oh, it was a dagger. So the dagger clattered to the floor, and it kind of stepped away from it. It's still in its defensive positioning with its weapons, but it doesn't seem to move forward or back. Kind of stands its ground, and it's like pauses. It looks at you all, and it's continuing this humming sound coming from it. It's clearly coming from its like voice. It's like making the sound, but it's very steady. It's not like moving its lips or anything like that. And it stands there, and then in between some of that like guttural moaning that it's going to this sort of like this low hum, it starts to then tap its chest like this at certain intervals, and then in between those taps it makes some clicks with its mouth, so it's like a and things like it repeats a pattern you'll sense. If we're out of initiative here, we'll let anybody discuss.
Is it? Would we know?
No, you have never seen this creature or anything like it before.
Leonard sits up and he's like,
So you start coughing?
Yeah, he's like coughing, but he's also making like the same like.
It looks at you quizzically, and then starts to make some more sounds, some different sounds actually. Its tone will actually change. So instead of the low like sound of the A, it'll actually say, let's see here.
Oh my god, is it
E
No.
C?
No. It'll say ooh. It changes to like like an ooh, almost like the sound a U could make, a long U.
Why do you think it changed?
And then it'll change again as you continue. It actually changes to oh, like that.
My lungs, I can't even breathe.
Yeah.
It's just,
Like Leonard is just trying to recover.
Ugh.
I think did my mic stop working? Are you hear me, guys?
We can hear it.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Weird, because my mic, I don't hear my mic anymore. Did it like crash out from all the noise I was doing?
You confused it.
Yeah.
Testing. Hold on. Let me speak to my mic for a second. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I see my mic. Yeah. Okay. It should be okay. I'm really worried though. I don't hear it in my head anymore, so I'm wondering if I like messed it up or something. That's weird. Hold on.
I hope it's recording your voice.
Testing.
Yeah,
testing.
I wouldn't figure it.
Testing.
The whole episode and there's no
Testing 1,
You
2,
see
3.
your
Audio.
levels?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. I don't know. Maybe there's like a thing in voice mod that like cuts out the sound. Let me try to do that again. Ooh. No, I think it just cut out on voice mod, which is what I used to hear myself. Weird, but interesting. I'm gonna note this on the time. I hear myself again. I turned it back on. It looks like it turned off without me prompting it. So I'm just gonna mark this down so I can edit this out and then go from there. But I'm speaking. I see it on OBS. It looks like it's fine, and I'm hearing myself again. This is at 50 minutes.
Bye-bye, nothing fancy.
All right, so before my mic may have cut out, it starts to make an oh sound as it looks disgusted at you and starts again making a series of taps and clicks with its mouth, and sometimes even it makes a tap and then a snap. It starts to make these, and you get the sense there's some sort of pattern here that's not like random.
What is that thing trying to do? Oh,
I think it's trying to talk to us, Leonard.
why does it keep changing all its ooh sounds? So like,
Ooh.
oh, my brain. Oh god, all these
The
all these
claw.
injuries I've got.
Do you want us to follow you?
It looks at
Rose
you.
just
It's
yells
like
out.
it does the dog turning of its head, like what?
I'll crawl up to it or like I drag myself to it because she's still kind of laying down. Not necessarily because she can't stand up, but she wants to stay at its level because it's kind of smaller, right?
Yeah. And it starts to make fast taps and snaps.
Does it sound alarmed or does it sound threatening? Or
It
something
sounds
else?
it sounds a little anxious, yeah.
Okay, she'll put out her hand like this, like I don't mean you any harm.
Describe what that means. I'm actually not looking at you right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So she's like kind of crawling over to it, staying on its level, and when it starts making that threatened noise, she'll put up her hand towards it and like wave a little bit, like it's okay. And then she'll get a little closer if she can, as close as she can, and she'll go, Scorpion.
When you oh god. Give me a charisma check with disadvantage.
That's already a negative. All right. Let's see. I said a bad word in its language, didn't I?
What'd you get with this?
15 with disadvantage.
Oh my god. Okay,
Wow.
so when you said I and you like motion to yourself, it got like you can see almost like it got enraged. It like raised its thing to hit you. But then as soon as you said scorpion and like your tone changed, it like then calm down again and didn't go. It put its weapons down and it says, "Ooh."
Ooh. Like she'll point to it and make a questioning sound with that same noise that it just made.
Ooh, and it says, and it starts doing taps, clicks, things like that, and it approaches you.
Guys, I think his name is Ooh. I'll let it approach me and even like go to meet it in the middle. Him.
Mhm. Yeah, sure.
Them.
Yeah, it looks like maybe male if you were to compare it to like a goblin or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She'll kind of reach out her hand to like shake hands or like I don't know, like touch hands or something with it.
So when you finally approach it and it seems to like trust you and its kind of demeanor changes, it no longer hums a low hum. It starts to actually sing to you, and it says, "E."
Beautiful.
Did that work?
No.
No,
Okay.
but it was beautiful.
I think our viewers will hear it though.
Okay.
Perfect.
So hopefully it's got a little difference to it, but
Maybe.
Yeah. maybe. I have no idea. So
You don't know
we'll
if
see.
that was just how well you were singing or if it
I
was.
don't know. When you watch us back, you're going to be amazed. Okay,
Mm,
So excited.
how we do things here at Tabletop
It's like-
Bob, very professional. You know,
just like the bell last week.
just like the bell. Did you hear the bell last week, CJ?
No.
You didn't hear the bell?
I didn't hear the bell until after.
What about this? You don't hear this? No?
Bobby, we don't hear nothing. I'm telling you
We
that
really
right.
don't hear anything.
We don't hear a nothing.
I wonder if tell us if you hear all these sound effects. It's like
I went back and I watched the episode and I heard the bell in that and I was
Did
like,
you? Okay.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
didn't hear the bell.
Okay, well then you probably don't hear this voice either, but it says it to you in such a unique, distinct way, where it's a voice almost like a melody carrying on the reverberation of the cave walls here. Kind of has a ring to it. It's like it's a beautiful melody. It almost sounds enhanced, maybe, when it's now singing.
And was there any particular tune it sounded like it was singing, or like going up or down a scale, or
Not necessarily that you could discern, but it certainly had a different sound to it. So that one sounded more like the letter E.
can I try to repeat back to it exactly what it did? I'm just going to
Sure.
try to mimic it completely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you
I was about
can
to
you
do
can you
that.
do it one more time? I forgot what the tune was that you sang.
It's continuing the tune. It says E.
E. She'll repeat just the last part that she caught.
Your mic didn't like that. It like
Oh.
totally compressed you when you did that. But that's
Well,
probably all these mics. These mics are like, we're
yeah.
never supposed to put this sound out.
We cannot
So-
sing on this
Yeah,
microphone.
these
I
are not mics. for
I
singing.
attempted to copy what you did.
You copy it well, and the creature again is happy to approach you even more. And you can. I know you reached out a hand.
Mhm.
It doesn't like understand what you're doing, but it doesn't like shy away from you. So you can touch it if you'd like.
Does it make? I reached out my mechanical hand. Does
It's got no hand in it, right?
Yeah, it's like just a
Just
dagger thingy. There's no
the da-
dagger in it currently because she
Right.
threw
this-
it. But
Yeah, it's like your prosthetic
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
Mhm.
It'll look at you, and actually when it sees your hand and that there's no hand there,
Mhm.
it's it's going to change its tone again to, I think it's going to do, oh.
she'll look at her hand, look back at the creature, nod, and again repeat exactly what it said. Oh.
It nods. Oh.
Guys, I think I'm talking to it, but I don't know what I'm saying. But we are somehow communicating.
Yeah, you said O and you said E.
Well, I think the E is its happy, comfortable sound, and then the oh, see, that's a good. I think that's a good sound. Don't make the I sound. That one it didn't like. And then O is questioning maybe. I don't know.
Oh. E-
It starts to say things to you like, ooh, and it starts to make a series of taps and clicks and snaps. It puts away its crystals in its little like fanny pack it's got, and it starts to like back up into the darkness of the cave beyond the light, and it kind of motions for you to follow it.
Oh.
Shall we
And
follow
it
it?
looks at you disgusted, and it says, "Oh."
E.
It looks confused more than anything, and continues to maybe be like, it might just end up not speaking at this point, but like taps and is like clicking, and it says, "E," and motions for you to follow it.
Let's go, guys. I think we need to follow.
Oh,
If that thing knows where more of them crystals are, I'm going with that thing.
Well, it has crystals, and we don't know if Pantera and his crew survived, so we need to get further away from the entrance of the cave.
I'm down. Let's go.
All right, so this thing you follow it for a
I'm
bit.
down.
You're just trying to piss it off, aren't you?
No, I just felt like I was stressing the I and that I was down.
So you start following this creature, and the cave is deep. It actually goes far beyond the cave entrance, so much so that you're walking for what seems to be like maybe like half an hour, 40 minutes, and you notice that it's gradually headed further into the earth. And as you get further away from the opening and you're getting further down, the temperature drops. It's getting cooler. It's more moist. You can hear like drops of water, stalactites dripping the water down. I always have to think of the letter T or M for those whenever I do it. But, it's dripping of water, and you may even see some underground pools, springs, things that like you're like, wow, this is incredible. Like there's water here. And I don't know how you'd react to seeing a pool or a spring. What do you think you would do?
Shocked Scorpions isn't running over there to drink out of the freaking water right there.
You're pretty
Look at all
thirsty.
that water.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, well, they got all the water underground, and in caves. That don't make no sense.
I might run over and drink it.
The creature looks at you as you go to drink and will kind of do the same, and it'll sing to you, "Ooh," as it laps up some of the water into its own mouth.
I will drink as much water as I possibly can.
Yeah.
This is probably the most water she's ever seen and
Yep.
been able to drink in her whole life, so she's not even responding to it at this point. She is just like greedily gulping down this water.
Sure. It looks at you with curiosity, but doesn't. It continues to sing its song, "Ooh," and it'll do taps and clicks, and it looks at you as if it's waiting for a response.
She doesn't respond to it right away, but she will yell to the other guys, "This water is really, really good. It's cold, it's fresh. You all should drink some."
You sure it's fresh?
At this point, you can actually.
Okay.
Oh, okay. At this point, too, you could probably see all the water droplets. Like it's almost like a not, I wouldn't say as much as like rain, but like it's clearly like dripping. And you're on a pathway through this cave. It's dark. It's like relatively tight, but to the side are pools. Like they're filling this cavern up. It seems like it's filling it constantly. You also feel like you're pretty deep underground at this point.
I will then, as I finish drinking and tell them to come drink, I will look at the creature and kind of, she'll like rub her stomach and go, mmm.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
It's probably confused, but continues to say the ooh sound and will it look like it's trying to communicate. Maybe it understood you, maybe it doesn't. You probably don't know at this point, but it doesn't seem to be bothered by the sound that you just made.
Okay.
It'll look to everybody else and like motion towards the water. Did anybody else drink it or no?
Leonard will go after watching Scorpions for a moment to make sure that she hasn't started projectile vomiting. We'll drink some of the water.
Okay.
And he goes,
Such confidence.
oh.
All right, so you follow it even more, and you might follow it for another half hour or so as you get, like I said, further into the earth. And at this point, you come to a large opening. And let me describe this place to you. So it's pretty incredible where you're at right now. It opens up into what looks like some sort of a religious chamber. There's like what looks like an altar somewhere in the center, but there are large areas that are like decorated. And you'll notice one thing that's very, very obvious about this place is that there are crystals everywhere. Let me bring you to a map. Bring it to a map here.
A map.
A map.
Oh my gosh.
It's the map. Okay, so I'm going to switch us over to this Roll20 view. But here is the map. Okay. So you walk into this area, and it's like it almost looks like I said, there's a religious like symbolism to it. The way that it's set up, the way that it's designed. In the center is a large pool of water. There are crystals kind of growing out from the edges of it. And you'll notice that as you even walk into this area, that there are mining carts, there are massive stores of crystal. Like right in front of you, there are crystals that are bigger than a human. Right here, ready for the taking. They are just filling these basins. You technically, I put your character's tokens here. Technically, your tokens are actually this big, though. I think you might even see it. Oh, I can't do it on that view. Let me do it on the other view. Your tokens are actually technically like that big. So I didn't want to do that to everybody because I think it would be just too hard to see, but that's like the scale where you can actually even, I can't zoom in anymore, but CJ, you can see like your character is, no wait, that's not CJ's, this one, but that's Anthrax. You are tiny compared to these crystals.
Tiny.
Yeah. So what do you do as this creature takes you into this place?
Guys, do you think this is what we were looking for?
These things have so many friggin' crystals. Are you kidding me? Friggin' call me Heisenberg. We're gonna be dealing crystals.
And so much water, too.
Yeah. You think the water's related to the crystals?
Maybe the crystals make the water?
Well, that's what Judas said his thing was gonna do, didn't he?
It is.
It is.
Wait, are these crystals really just ice?
Plot twist.
It's just ice.
Not cold enough down here for ice, and I don't think any of you have ever seen ice. So I don't think you would know that or make that assumption. When you walk into this, like I said, this ceremonial area, we'll just call it that. Creatures just like the one you followed down here
We'll call him
start to come out. Labubu, is that what you just said?
No, just ooh.
Ooh.
We call him ooh.
I also thought it was Labubu.
I thought you said Labubu. Yeah. So other creatures like this start coming out, and they start to make sounds just like he was, and they say things like ooh, and again, it's a collective sound. When one makes it, it almost instantaneously the others start to do the same with their voices, and you'll hear this collective ooh as the one enters, bringing you in. In the center, you actually see a creature just like this, except it's a female, you can tell, and has a bit longer hair, maybe looks younger too. Not as much wispy white hair, maybe a little bit less saggy skin, and it stands at the center, right above the pool, right about here. And it seems to be conducting this in a way, waving its hands, making clicks, slapping its chest, and looking to everyone, and they seem to notice it. And when it starts to change the tone, rise in inflection, they follow. And they kind of look at you and stop their song when you reach the center of the chamber. The creature bows and then steps to the side and starts to make clicks and sounds and oohs and I and all these different sounds similar to the ones it made up when it first met you.
Are they in harmony with each other, or is it sounding kind of discordant?
No,
all
very,
the voices?
very much in harmony. Mm-hmm. What do you do?
I think they want us to be their leader. And yes, creatures of the dark cave. We are here as your leaders.
Oh God. She just puts her head in her hand and is shaking her head. As Leonard is giving a speech.
The woman does not seem to understand you, looks at you quizzically, and speaks more to the other creature. And you hear a couple of E's and O's, and their inflections change, and tapping and clicking. It looks to you.
We are your gods.
Shut up, Leonard. Put your hands down.
Okay.
And it starts to click and in its way gesture towards you, and all of a sudden you realize it's starting to precipitate. There's rainfall. You look up, this place is much bigger than the cavern that you were walking here towards, and you can see rain starting to fall. Drips and drops from water droplets come down. They start to shower over everyone here, and the creatures gather near the pool. They all kind of gather right in the center here and await what they seem to be awaiting something. And I'll let you describe what your character might do in this situation.
I'll maybe walk up to them and join them.
Okay. What about you guys?
They're all looking at this pool of water.
Okay. Yeah, they're looking like surrounding it. Yeah. But there are people everywhere though, so like there's not enough room for like every one of them to like stand around the pool. Some of them are standing in the streets here.
But all their attention is focused there.
Is focused above.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Then it's not focused on them giant crystals back there.
It is not. No. Mm-mm.
Leonard might be taking a bit of a stroll back towards them big old crystals.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What about Anthrax and Roses?
Dexter, you're muted, I think.
Oh my gosh, I've been muted for so long.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's like, why aren't you guys listening to me?
I was like, Dexter's been so quiet. Dexter, what do you do?
Wow, that's surprising. That is actually a huge shock to me because I was saying things and I thought I was just being ignored.
We just didn't care about you.
Dexter.
No,
that's the worst. That's the worst feeling.
I think as I just said, which you might not have heard, is that I don't think Roses would have the confidence to join in with the big group of entirely new species people he's never seen before in his entire life. He's like bugging out. He's like, what the he's gonna take a little break. He's gonna back up a little, but he is interested in what they're looking at. So he'll back up, but his attention will see if what is going on. What are they looking at? Try and see if he can scope out what the heck is going on here.
And Anthrax?
Anthrax, the open-minded, is going to observe what they are doing, like their physical gestures and their emotions, and go and like stand next to one of them, or like kneel down or whatever it takes to be their size and do what they are doing.
Gotcha. So this is what'll happen. One of the woman who seems to be the female that seems to be like in charge here, looks to the people around the pool. And now you start to notice, Anthrax, that, because you're really paying attention, that the people that are surrounding the pool look like they are more well dressed than your friend Ooh that you have named. They seem to have like not as tattered clothes. They seem to have a little bit more elegance to their demeanor, similar to the female who's leading them. She then like raises her hands, as do then immediately all the others, and she starts to make this sound. She says, she starts to go, she starts to say the sound, and that reverberation kind of carries throughout the entire chamber, and you'll see the rest of them start to sing that sound in harmony, and it echoes throughout the chamber as well, now reverberating louder and louder. The others that are around that aren't in the circle then start to take out white silk sheets. They start to spread them out. One of them looks at you, and it seems like you seemed interested in, like you said, noticing what it was doing. It'll go, ooh, and then place one in your hand.
A sheet?
A sheet. Place one of the corners of a sheet, almost like you're, parachute in gym class. You're holding one of them.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, and it starts to say, once the sound really takes over the whole cavern, all of these creatures start to say,
I'll do the same thing.
And you do the same?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. So then all of them start to now move. And you're a warrior. You know what it's like on a battlefield to like be given orders and like know when like your troops aren't really listening. Sometimes, riders will not really listen to orders, and it kind of probably bothers someone like if you're, your warrior class. They are in lockstep, almost as if they are under some sort of a hive mind right now. They're moving and positioning themselves, looking up into the sky, moving the sheet, and you're probably not so with it, but you're just trying to follow them the best you can. And as this happens, you feel something hit you on the forehead. You look up, or you look down, and in the silken sheet is a crystal. It is glowing, radiant, like rainbow-like colors. And another one hits you. And now all of you notice this. These crystals are falling from above. You can't see, it's so high up, it's dark. But it's literally raining crystals within this chamber. What do you do?
Start trying to catch them myself. I'm like, whoa, oh god, yeah.
Yeah,
And then I realize they're on the ground and I can just pick them up.
Yeah, they are, exactly.
I was about to say Rose will go down and pick one up off the ground.
I'm trying to catch them in midair, like, oh, they're down there. I can just pick them up.
The most crystals you ever seen at one point, at any point in time. Plink, plat, plink, plat. You hear the sounds. You now notice that their structures that are in this like chamber are also like designed to like funnel them into like carts and stuff like that. So it seems like they've had lots of time to prepare, and they are ready for this. And eventually, after a few moments, the sound stops, and everyone seems to know what to do, but they're not in lockstep anymore. Once the sound and the song ends, they start to move and wrap things and start to, gather what they've collected. Some on the floor they start to pick up. They're going meticulously through to gather these crystals. Some of them that fall to the floor actually splinter and crack and seem more unusable. But, you've seen smaller crystal shards power parts of vehicles or your scooter, for instance. So, they're still worth something, but...
I'll pick one up if I can.
You can, yeah.
From the ground.
And one of the creatures will come up to you and grab it from you. Not even really thinking, just grab it, put it in his satchel.
I'll give it to him.
Yeah, he just grabs it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll
Doesn't
pick
even
up
think
more.
of anything, doesn't even think differently. Others see you pick them up, and it almost like they're thinking you're helping them.
Yeah. I'll start helping them. I think when I realize what's going on, I'll kind of join in.
And CJ, I know you went so Leonard went down to like the larger basin down
Yeah.
here. What are you doing as now? Like you realize they're not paying attention to you at all.
Yeah, there are crystals falling from the sky. I'm picking them up. I'm like shoving them in my backpack, shoving them in my pockets, shoving them in my everywhere that I can like hide crystals. I'm just like packing them in. Like I look like one of those like shoplifters who's wearing like 30 different t-shirts trying to like walk out like, oh no, yeah, I came in like this. This is how I came in.
Roses,
I'm
what are you
just,
doing?
like, I'm just
I
as
Rose
many
is
crystals as I can.
trying to understand how do these crystals get here? He was looking at the ceiling like, do they appear like water dropping from the ceiling?
It looks like it. They drop from the top of the cave, yeah. And there are some areas that like when the crystals dropped, they were much bigger, and they like broke parts of the some silk sheets ripped. Some of the structures took some damage. Like they have some really large crystals here. They're like really big. Like they're the ones that would be the size that you need. You're muted if you're speaking. I don't know if you are. I'm not looking at you right now.
No one's been.
There are
I guess Roses will
Come a little closer to the mic.
Yeah. I'm still very befuddled on what is exactly happening here. So I think he's just gonna keep watching. He's like super. Now he's curious. He's like trying to understand.
And Anthrax, I knew you helped, so you helped maybe pick up a much larger crystal because these little guys are not really that strong. So you picked up some of the bigger ones.
I'm gonna go over to like the leader and go.
Which sound did you make?
Thrax.
He like burped in its face.
You made an A, Anthrax, like that?
Yep.
Okay. The creature might say to you in reply, like a yeah, and then like pat their chest and then change it to ooh and like ooh and raise its hand out to you to like calm you down.
I'll calm. I'll be like, hold on, like the C chord, power chord.
Oh, you take out your guitar?
I'll take out my guitar, and I'll play the C chord.
So you just riff on your guitar. Yeah. When you take it out, the creatures all look at it very, very curiously. They're very intrigued as to what this is. Yeah. And when it makes a note, they immediately at first cover their ears because of the loudness, but then they like look and they're like, yeah, and then they say like, E. They look giddy as they're saying the E sound.
I'll play the E. Wong.
E. And they love it right now. They're actually, all of them start saying I. And actually this time when they say I, it has a different like inflection to it. When they said I, when the creature said I up above, it seemed like it was going to fight you. But now these things are it almost feels like they're like in a mosh pit. They're just like dancing around and they're using the fury in a different way.
I'll play the 3 power chords. Wah, 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 wah.
Start playing Smoke on the Water and they are just flipping out. I.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a luck token here. This is an inspiration here.
Sweet.
Wow.
They're loving it. And all of a sudden, the music is cut short as you hear the sounds of a familiar voice. Well, look at what we have here. And you hear some clapping from the back of the room. Pantera and a group of 3 riders have made their way into this chamber.
You see Leonard kind of like Scrooge McDuck out of the pile of crystals. It's like,
oh no.
He's like, well, looks like y'all found the treasure hoard. This what old Judas the priest was after? I would have kept it secret too. And
Seems strange
these
that you
creatures,
know about it.
they your slaves?
No.
They are our worshippers, for we are their gods.
All
Gods of rock!
Well, all the creatures don't know what the hell's going on. They look confused. They look to you, actually. Then they look to their leader. And the leader starts to say in a very concerning sound, oh. And all the other ones that are in the circle, the ones that look a little more affluent, they start to say, oh. And it makes that harmonizing sound. Oh. What do you do?
I'll look at
Scorpion,
the.
what was the sound you made upstairs? Point at them and make that sound.
You literally read my mind, Roses. She points at the bad people and goes, I think that was the one.
The woman stands tall as she can. She looks out to everybody, raises her hands like a conductor would, right? Like waiting for attention, and says, and with that, all of the creatures take out weapons made of crystal, and their eyes glow, and just like when they were collecting the crystals, they move in lockstep like an army, essentially, towards the front. But you guys are closer to that barrel, especially Leonard. You're closer than everybody. We're going to roll initiative as the riders want some of these crystals too. So let's roll, and we'll go into initiative.
So just to be clear, the creatures are marching towards Pantera and company,
Pantera.
not towards us. Amazing. Okay.
That's correct. Yep.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Very nice. So here we go. You're going to be going first, crew. We'll go with Dexter. Obviously, you get first dibs here. You got the highest roll. Then it looks like we're going to Anthrax. So it's going to be Roses, Anthrax, and then Scorpion and Leonard. Let's go in that order. So we'll start with you.
Okay. Rose will see them all marching together and feel a bit of the courage and camaraderie that they have, and feels like this is the moment to strike back, and will take out his pike and rush at Pantera. What? It's not Pantera.
Pantera, yeah. There are
Pantera.
3 other thugs with him, riders with him, but you killed Motor and Slayer. So
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna rush at Pantera.
Okay.
Trying to strike down and stab
Okay.
at them, and use my charge ability. That will give me, by moving near before attacking, my melee attack does double damage this round.
sweet.
12.
The 12 does hit.
Whoa. All right. So let's do 15.
15 damage. Oh
Hold
my
on,
god.
Let me see if it's. I might have a bonus actually. 16 damage.
Wow. This is on Pantera or the one of the.
Oh
was
yeah,
on
on Pantera. I'm trying to take down the leader.
Well, you're going to do a lot of damage to him. He definitely takes a significant chunk of this, and he's like, what did you hit him with again? His pike?
My pike.
You pike. So you stab him with the pike, and it goes right in his shoulder through his leather armor, and he's like, ah! He's like, you'll pay for that. And we'll go to. It would be Anthrax next.
So Anthrax is like looking around at his audience, his followers, and he's gonna kind of jump up on a rock in the classic wide-legged rock pose, and like pause for a moment, like, let it build up the energy, and be like, "Whoa!" and like point at them and be like, "Whoa!" like try his best to like emulate the sound of discord that they were making, that attack sound, and like strum that on the guitar to ignite it. Also for the power chord power.
Love it. Go ahead. Do your attack. Oh,
So-
sorry, it's not attack. It's the,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah, I was trying to rev them up at the same time ignite the. So here's the how many rounds we get to use it. Well, yeah. So playing the extreme power chord to get them to go.
Gotcha. So you ignite the guitar and its magic, and it'll last for 3 rounds after this. So
Yeah.
next round, start the timer.
And I point at them. I'm like,
Yeah. And as you start playing more sounds, you're like, let's go. And they start marching, their eyes glowing, they're chanting.
yes, yes, wah, wah, wah.
And they're marching forward. Let's go to Scorpions.
Are there any sharp shards of the crystal laying around me that didn't get collected?
100%.
I will take one of those, and I'm gonna see if I can march along with the group of creatures and maybe try to fling it at Pantera or one of his companions.
Yeah, there's 3 of them at the entrance and Pantera, so you can choose who you want to hit, especially with range attack.
Pantera.
Okay, go for it.
It'll be a 16 to hit.
That hits.
A 2 to hit, or 2 damage rather,
2 damage.
with the crystal.
Okay. That's going to be 2. It hits him again, and he's just got the pike out of his shoulder, and now another splinter hits him right in the chest. He says, "Oh, you're all going to pay for that." And we'll go to CJ.
Well, we may pay for that, but your fate is sealed, Pantera.
And I cast Fate at him. He's within near range.
Yep.
So he takes 3 damage.
3
All right.
damage.
Yeah.
And is there any other back to that, or is it just straight damage?
He loses any luck tokens he has.
Okay. All right. He loses his luck. Nice. Excellent. Okay. We go to the creatures now. I mean, creatures, your enemies now. You'll notice that the green-skinned creatures that you've been with now, they start moving, but they're kind of moving because they're moving in lockstep with each other. They're kind of more drone-like at this point. They're not like as agile as the creature was up there. Kind of feels like they're being controlled in a way, so it's a little slower, but they are moving towards them. They'll be there in another round. For you got so closest person is going to be Dexter, right, at this point? Okay. So Roses, you're close. Pantera's going to, like I said, he tosses, he removes the pike, kind of pushes it back against you, and he takes out his own axe. Not his instrument like yours is, but it's his own axe. And he's going to get enraged and attack you. So Dexter, what's your armor class?
14 right now.
A 14. Okay, first attack. Ooh, that's not going to be good. That's not going to be good, actually. Yeah, no, he does not hit. His second attack is a 5. That's not going to hit either. Well, dice roll 5. He does not hit you, so that's not good.
Why doesn't he use one of his
And-
luck tokens?
Oh, he doesn't have any.
He can't use his luck
Dodge 'em.
token. The others start to take out weapons as well, or they may have had weapons out. One will stab you with like a short sword. Again, similar. This one will hit you, of course, though. This one will hit you. So that one's going to do a total of... Wow. That's wrong, though. I just clicked the wrong dice. The first dice is what I need, and that one. Sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. So a total of 9 damage to you, though, however. He hits you with 9. The other 2 are going to take out... They have, like, crossbows, so they're going to fire at people in the back here. We'll do one at CJ, one at Leonard. The 19 on the die, CJ. That's going to hit you, I believe.
Yeah, I have 2 hit points now.
You go down with 6. You go unconscious. And against Dasha, a 2 on the die. The
That
Scorpion, you make
will
it
be
out.
good.
Yeah. You don't get hit, but CJ, Leonard goes down, and all your crystals spill out of your trench coat, whatever. Yeah.
No.
In fact, when you hit the ground, it's more of a glass shattering sound, and all the crystals spill out. Let's go to top of the order here.
The crystals didn't protect me like armor.
Like when in like a show where they put like he puts a notepad in his, what was that? What movie was that? Hot Fuzz, right? Where he puts his pad in his jacket, it saves him. No, not these crystals.
Oh. Oh.
Not these crystals. We go to Roses.
Well, I think Roses is gonna try and stab down at Pantera again.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 14 on the die. So
You hit. This guy's
that'll hit.
not going to do well here.
5.
5. You kill him. Wow.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn. That. Okay, so that double damage thing, is that your rider ability?
That I think yeah.
That's from
either
like
my
being
rider.
a desert rider, I should say.
Yes, Desert Rider, charge. I'm
Yeah.
moving near before attacking, so it's hard for me to do it like more than once unless I get like knocked back.
Mhm.
But yeah, it gives me double damage.
And you rolled a 10 on one of the dice too, which is
And I
like
rolled a
huge.
10 on one of the dice. And a
That's
5,
huge.
which isn't bad.
No, that's really good. And with the +1, 16 damage is like a crazy attack. So that was huge. That pike like charge made a big difference here. And he also whiffed on you guys because he would have hurt you pretty bad. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So he's dead. He goes down. We go to Anthrax. You can charge in. There are still 3 thugs.
Yeah, so
I
Anthrax,
never liked you anyway.
I love it.
as he charges in, he's going to kind of change what he's playing to like the intro to Thunderstruck.
Hell yeah.
He's like, you bad! And he's going to run in and swing at the next one in line.
Oh my god, this is great.
I'm hoping like that will like incite them to be even more aggressive.
Yeah.
Roll 1d20 plus this is the hit roll. Ooh, a 17.
That hits. There's 3 dudes. 2 with
Uh,
crossbows and 1 with an axe.
The first one
Or
line
short
will
sword.
take 9 plus 1d4 3. So 12 damage to the first one in line.
Wow.
You kill the one, but you want to attack the one that was attacking Roses?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, so that one's dead. That one had the short
Heal it
sword.
back
There's
up.
2 with crossbows left. And these guys don't have the same abilities. I need to take a morale test on their turn. Oh, sorry, I skipped Scorpion. Scorpion, your turn.
Thunderstruck.
At this point, if there's more shards, I'll keep on
Throwing.
flinging shards. Yeah.
Go for it.
That'll be a 13.
That'll hit.
And 4 damage.
And while this doesn't kill that one, like they both look like they are a little unnerved, as now you've easily hacked through their leader. Another one that just died in one shot from the giant axe, and now the creatures have all gotten close enough, and they start doing so. The one you threw was the first, but now dozens of crystal shards are flung, and that one just gets, death by 1,000 cuts.
Oh,
It
no.
screams in agony and just goes down as the crystals pop in its flesh. And the other one is toppled by a number of these creatures. CJ, no need to make a roll for the number here. The woman, once at the end is over here, will come over here to you, sprinkle some crystal dust over your body, and sing as you come back to life.
You gotta clap your hands. You gotta clap your hands real loud.
You get 6
in
hit
the
points.
audience, clap your hands.
6 hit points, CJ.
Clap your hands. That's how we sprinkle the fairy dust. And then she comes back alive.
You do it. The fight is over. Pantera and his crew are dismantled. The rest of the creatures quickly dispose of the bodies. They actually take them in like a wheelbarrow and just cover them up and clean up the area, and again, they're all chanting as they do this, almost in, like I said, lockstep. And then eventually, the final command takes them out of it, and they're back to very peaceful seeming people. What do you do?
Whoa. Did you see that? Did you see that? I got him.
Nope. Totally missed it.
I will look approvingly at Roses and be like, well hit. That was amazing. And I'll start playing some Pink Floyd. Something kind of rhythmic and calming.
Ooh.
But like methodic, like the same riff over and over, like a doo 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 doo. Wish You Were Here. I'm playing Wish You Were Here for it.
Oh yeah, great song.
Just the kind of my intent is to kind of get control over all of them to get them to follow me.
They don't follow you. In fact, as you're playing this, the woman will start to sing, and it complements your song.
Yeah.
But they will then follow her command as if she's like sort of like, seems like a conductor of some sort.
Nice.
And when she motions to you, they bring you water and some sort of food ration, something that's like a dried meat from the surface. You can tell it seems like it's some sort of animal. They bring you food, and they just like singing in your general presence at this point.
Down.
Leonard, the woman comes to you and she says, "Ooh," and she points to like all your crystals that you've gathered in your coat, essentially.
Ooh.
And she nods and she like pushes a bigger crystal that she can hold, like maybe it's the size of a like a large book, maybe like something like, no more than a foot, but like she gives it to you as like a gift. And she motions to all of you with clicks and taps, and she's kind of doing this sort of gesture where she seems like she's giving it to you.
I point to one of the bigger, like human-sized crystals, and I go,
ooh.
She looks at you and she seems to try to communicate something. She's confused, and it's more of a I think it was the A, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check real quick, but I think it's that. And she says, in her tone again, slaps, clicks, snaps, and she looks like grabs you by the shoulders, and she like squeezes your muscles, and she looks at her own, and she's like,
lack thereof.
Yeah.
oh
Wow.
And I point at Anthrax. I go, ooh, ah, ooh.
She nods and she grabs she tells in her language to some of the drones, and they like ants workers, right? Like they go in unison and know exactly how to do leverage the weight, pull one out of the basin and bring it over to a wheelbarrow. It's massive and heavy, but all of them working together, like I said, like ants kind of can use more of the weight, right, than their own body weight. They manage to take this large crystal, the biggest crystal you've ever seen.
Ooh.
And they position it and like kind of bow and gift you this crystal.
I'll go over there and play Stairway to Heaven. Nice, right? Just all nice and calm.
They start to tap, click, snap. They all seem very grateful for meeting you.
Hey, Roses. You think old Pantera's basher still out there?
I think it just might be.
Oh, we got what we came for. As much as I'd love to just, stay with these people that we just met. Right, Scorpions?
They have water. They have a lot of water.
We could just abandon our quest and live with these people forever now.
We could take a bath.
We could be their guardians.
Or their gods. Or
We could just be hydrated, you guys.
well, you could just fill up some flasks.
We all just took a shower. We're like
True.
We're like clean.
Yeah. For the first time in your life, probably you feel clean.
We could just
maybe metaphorically as well.
We could also leave these people in peace and not tell anybody where this place is. Because anyone else who would know about it is dead now.
We'd know, though.
Yeah, it'd be our
We can come
secret,
back.
Roses.
We can
It could
check
be a
on
little
them.
secret for us.
Well, are you planning on taking this back to the surface?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
It's going to take you a while. Remember, it took you an hour walk here, and now the four of you together going slowly with this, wheelbarrow of a massive crystal. It might take you some time, but you can do it.
I think we can do it. I think we could get this back to Judas, and we can maybe even get a little bit more on the way there.
All right.
Some of these
So-
smaller crystals, I mean, if I still have any of them. If we even took any, but we didn't take any, that would be wrong.
So the creatures, while you're deciding exactly what to take, they don't seem to mind that you're taking them. I mean, they have so many, but at the same time, you maybe don't want to overstep your welcome. You take a few crystals for yourselves, smaller ones, personal ones. The large one you wheel out. It takes you a few hours to get back to the surface. It's going uphill. The walk is arduous. You're exhausted by the end of it, but you get to the top at, we'll say, evening in the basin. They all bid you farewell, and as you leave, they give you a nice, resounding ooh. And the one that you met originally, he kind of like waves. And he'll make a sound with his voice as you are leaving. And he motions like to himself, like how Scorpion did. And he goes, "Do flock." And it's the first time he made any sort of sound other than like clicks. It sounded very clicky though. Like it was like, I can't even make the sound. My vocal cords can't do it, but it had a very like sharp consonant sound to it. Not as much emphasis on the vowels. But he says that word, "Do flock."
Yourself?
I think that's his name.
He motions to everyone.
Oh, they're all named
Oh.
Deflock. That's all of their name.
They're Doflock.
And they wave as you wheel this massive crystal up the hill. So you get out of the cave. It is, like I said, nightfall. It's still a little bit of sunlight. You see your basher is ruined. It's completely in pieces. But it looks like Pantera's basher that he chased you on, which is probably more of like a Humvee, I would imagine. It's a little bit smaller than the pickup, but it's certainly like a sturdy basher with enough room for all of you. And you can put the crystal like on the roof and tie it down and things like that and get on. Roses can tune it up just a bit just to make sure it's good from the damage from the sandstorm. But ultimately you
bring the
can get
wheelbarrow
this.
back.
What's that?
We gotta bring the wheelbarrow back first.
Leave it at the cave entrance. It's like the shopping cart in the parking lot,
There's a wheelbarrow corral.
We'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little corral next to the cave entrance.
There's
you
a
didn't see.
Doflock wearing a little yellow vest, just like wheeling a bunch of other wheelbarrows.
And when you don't bring it back, he looks at you and he's like,
He puts
He's
a
like,
sticker on the basher.
I.
He's like, woo, woo.
So, you start to travel back across the dunes, and it's dark, and you're about ready to maybe pull over for like the night at this point. It's getting late, and you're setting up camp. You got your crystal. You're looking at its reflection in the moonlight, and then you hear something in the distance, the sound of another basher headed your way. And this time you feel, instead of just like the sound of the engine roaring and like the throttle blasting music that they usually play, it's pretty silent. But you hear a shaking of the ground. And as it starts to get closer, you prepare, you get your weapons, maybe even get back on your basher, start the basher, maybe who knows what's happening. It's pretty apparent what's happening. You see a basher, and it's coming closer. It's Sabbath and Maiden's basher. It's massive, it's huge. And there is a loud or earthquake-like sound as the sand dunes sink, almost swallowing their basher whole, and a massive giant worm rises from underground and is chasing them. Goes back into the sand, makes huge explosion, and then you hear sounds from when it gets close enough, and it's Sabbath, and he says, imagine Ozzy Osbourne speaking at this point, but he says, "You gotta get out of here! We gotta go! Run! Run!" And the basher is now coming your way. What do you do?
Jump in that basher and let's get out of here.
Do you want to jump in the basher, or do you want to ride along with yours?
Our basher.
Our basher.
Yeah.
Our basher.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you jump in your basher and you start riding, and it's Sabbath. You're going high speeds now. The worm is underneath. The dune crawler's underneath. You can sense it. You feel it's, making the earth tremble. You're kind of trying to navigate the heavy dunes area, but Sabbath says, "Hey, is that Leonard? Scorpions, anthrax, roses. What are you doing here?" This is such a bad Ozzy Osbourne. We're running the race, and the worms, the dune eaters, they're here. What do you do? This is Bob saying that.
What do we do? How do we get away from it?
And the thing just upends both your bashers at this point. They kind of tilt onto their sides. The worm is upend. It's about to tackle or pounce right on to Sabbath and Maiden. What do you do?
Drive, Roses, drive!
Is that what you do?
Are we on our feet now, or are we still driving?
No, your basher got upended. Yeah.
I'm gonna tackle the worm.
Okay. Let's roll initiative here.
Train.
Go ahead.
Tackle the worm.
I have
I'm imagining
one
a
hit
dune-sized
point.
worm. I don't know if that's gonna work.
Oh. Ooh, a 7.
Ooh, a 5. Actually, an 8. Hold on. There we go.
A 12.
Oh.
I'm gonna suplex that train.
I'm gonna. That's exactly what I'm gonna try to do.
Oh, suplex in the train.
You don't know. It's a Final Fantasy 6 reference or something like that.
Oh,
What'd you get with your
greatest
initiatives here?
reference.
12.
8.
A 7.
12, 8, 7. So, am I missing one?
2.
2.
2.
Okay. So the 12, Scorpion, you go first.
There's a harpoon launcher on this basher, isn't there?
There is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would like to launch it at the worm.
Okay, you get the thing toppled over, but you get up onto the turret that's there. You can either position it so that it's shooting up or to the right. Again, it's kind of arcing over the side of the basher, and you launch it. Give me an attack.
Should I use my normal ranged
Sure.
that I've been using for the daggers?
Sure.
Okay. 22.
You hit. This hook embeds right into the the worm's body as it lands, is coming down towards, but it's it screeches out as the harpoon clearly does some serious damage. Let's go to don't worry about damage rolls right now, but let's go with it would be Anthrax next.
I'm gonna play the opening chords to Beastie Boys. You gotta fight for your right to party. Let it linger a bit. Then I'm gonna swing at it with my axe.
Okay.
I like this character. This is fun.
Yeah, Anthrax has been awesome.
14 to hit.
14. That I think it does hit actually. I'm having a hard time finding this thing in the book, but I'm gonna say that hits because it's such a big, massive target. Go ahead.
10 points of damage plus another one of his power cores. 3 more. 13 points of damage.
Wow, 13 points, huh? Jeez. Okay, that hits, and does 13 points. In addition to the massive damage that the other thing did, you've done a significant amount to this thing. Let's go with Roses next, and then CJ, you rolled the 2, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, so the sandworm is falling down on top of...
It's like gonna devour your leaders, exactly. He's like, oh no, what are we going to do?
We're gonna be the leaders now.
What do you do?
Oh,
Oh no,
Roses.
You gotta fight. Wah wah for your right. Wah wah.
Roses is gonna try and pull off another smash and grab and sprint in there. Look out! And try and, I don't know, somehow get both of them and try and get out from underneath where the sandworm is falling.
Ah, here it is. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So you want to go in and get where it's gonna, like, around the area?
I want to try and just grab both of them from where the shadow is, basically.
Give me a
the massive
dexterity.
shadow.
Give me a dexterity check. See if you can do this quickly enough.
Boom, 22.
22. So you like tumble over some of the wreckage. You jump off one of the dunes and you land right next to Sabbath. Now this guy, I mean, he's decked out. He's the ultimate rider, right? Like, I mean, he's got the long hair, all black suit. I mean, he's just the pinnacle of rider. And Maiden is similarly, the female counterpart. I mean, she is as elegant as anyone. She, again, has a skin-tight bodysuit. I know that, Scorpion, we used that picture for you, that artwork for you, the one that's, I guess I could just show it real quick, but, the one that we had for, like, the rider, your character's token. That's probably more like what she looks like, the quintessential rider chick with the mohawk and the skin tight. This is what we're looking at here. So she's there, and she calls out to you, reaches out for her hand, and you pull both of them away from the worm. All right, and then what do we got here from Leonard?
Leonard is gonna try and distract the worm. He pulls out, he's like, I know what to do. They'll chase food, and he throws a ration out off in the other direction.
Okay, that definitely does not do anything, unfortunately. But the worm misses the target, but might hit the basher, like his basher, and like rip half of it in two, and just devour one as it slides back down into the sand. The harpoon that's locked in, the cable that's around it starts to unfold and then ching, locks, because it's obviously run out of length at this point, and it starts to drag your basher down into the sand, and you can see the crystal that's still strapped to the back of the basher start to get covered as it's starting to go further and further down with the basher. Top of the order here, we go to Scorpions.
Better cut that freaking rope.
Yeah.
Scorpion.
I will. Can I do something to prevent that from sinking down?
You want to cut I think the harpoon at this point is going to be under the ground, but the rope that you tied the crystal to the top of the basher, maybe a hit with the dagger launcher could cut it, but it would need to be it's going to be a difficult task here. I think 15 has got to be at least the AC of this.
Okay, I'll try that. I think that's the best thing to do here.
Okay, what'd you get?
A 15.
Oh my god, on the nose, 15. You snap the rope, but it fractures the crystal just a little bit. You can see like a little splintering, spider webby crack start to form where you hit it, and it unlatches from the top of the roof, and the basher starts to go underneath, and it sinks into the sand. But the crystal is still there.
Not another basher.
Poor Roses.
How did we get off? Wait, we're off that basher? I thought we were still on that basher.
No, that basher just went under with the harpoon.
Oh.
Dasha used the harpoon to hit the worm, and it's taking a lot of damage between Anthrax and Scorpion's harpoon. That thing just buries itself, and it seems to steady the ground, and it's no longer a threat. But your leader, Maiden and Sabbath, look at you, and they say, "What are you doing so far out here?"
What are you doing so far out here?
We were part of the race when the worms hit.
We were coming to cheer you on.
Give me a charisma check.
13.
Oh, Maiden. And she's like, yes, they came out to cheer for us. Sadly, we didn't win. But you know what? You deserve a ride on our rig because of your heroism. What do you say?
We get.
Oh, that's a massive crystal. Where'd you get that, mate?
We found it out here.
Out here?
Yeah,
Oh, praise the Speed Mother.
all by itself.
Oh, we gotta get back. We gotta find another place. I know of the cemetery gates are around here. We'll go find them.
Yeah, we should check that out. I'm sure we should see what they're up to.
Come on, it'll be a long walk. Follow us. And Sabbath starts to walk hand in hand with Maiden. And he says, grab that crystal. And you latch whatever remaining rope you have. You start the long walk back the middle of the basin.
Cemetery.
And that's where we're going to end it. So a little bit of a cliffhanger. I don't know
Part two.
what you would do next. What do you think
Oh.
your characters would do at this point? Now that you're back in good standing with your leaders, with a secret covert operation still intact, a massive crystal, no basher, a long walk to have to lie and hide and deceive. What do you think this would mean for your characters?
And we're walking to a location whose leader we just killed.
That is true.
That is
Yes.
empty now.
No,
I think.
co-leader, sub-leader, whatever.
You
Vice
killed.
leader.
Yeah, you killed their like vice leader. Their leader was also in the race. I think.
Yeah, so
I don't know
hopefully
if
we
mentioned
actually
it,
have a bit of luck in that.
Well, we can keep these lies going for a little longer, hopefully.
Keep lying and faking it till we making it.
I thought maybe you might let Sabbath and Maiden get devoured.
I thought about it.
Roses had to be too good to eat two
if,
shoes.
If I had been higher up in the
It was
initiative,
up to me.
it would have happened.
Well, everyone, this has been a blast. The Scorched Basin. I do like to leave even our one shots or something that's like this limited series with some sort of not I would say cliffhanger, but at least an open-ended thing, so that in your imagination you could run a little wild here. But yeah, this has been a blast, and the Doflok are obviously the faction that we were talking about. What were your thoughts on them?
I love them so much.
I did not even realize that was the Doflok until you said it at the very end. That was a reveal for me. I was like, whoa. And this is even crazier because this means that one of the one of the groups in the basin is so much wealthier in terms of resources compared to all of the others. It's just it's so shocking, actually.
Yeah, what's really cool is the book actually says that only very few people actually know of the existence. The riders have never met the Doflok at all. Neither have I think the Skara, but the Wanderers, the
Right.
ones, the desert wanderers, the nomadic people, they've encountered them before, and they share a unique relationship because they both like use the crystals. The crystals resonate their song better. So like if you play a character with them, like if you had crystal around, it can like enhance your powers. And what's really cool is their language. The Doflok language is called
Doflaki?
No, no, no. It's called Kodo. It's called Kodo, Kodo. And in the book, it says that if it's modeled on like Morse code, something that more people have come to use and accept in deaf culture. I think that's basically what the idea was. But yeah, it's based on sort of like Morse code. So their slashes are like when they tap, or the clicks are like dots. And although you don't have to like actually know Morse code to do it, that's how they kind of communicate with the taps and the clicks. And then also the vowel sounds that they use to display emotions. And there's a whole chart of like how the emotions would play out and what they would do. And so it's fun. It was fun to play a species that like has to communicate in such a unique way.
If we
That's
had
really
chosen
cool.
to play that race instead of riders, or that group instead of riders, would we have done everything in that language?
That's a good question, Dasha. I don't
We
know.
should have. That would have been
So
great.
you opened it up. We could have chosen any group. We chose the
That would have
riders. We
been
could
that
have.
would have been great television.
Yeah, would have been. My thought is, I mean, I didn't really give this too much thought because once we talked about it, we like immediately were attracted to the riders. But in hindsight, if you had picked the Doflok, I think this might be an option, is to just when you talk to each other, you role play like normal. Like your discussion would be like your dialogue would just be normal talking for your table. I would assume. But if Tom and Bodhi know better, you can comment down below. But yeah, so it's a cool, unique faction, and I wanted to show you I hope that I showed you the sides of the basin that aren't as like rigid and like horrific like the riders are. Like the Scar were honorable people, the Doflok are peaceful, and so like I wanted to like kind of not make it show the not so harsh side of the basin.
Yeah, they remind me a little bit of like the Gelflings from
yeah.
not Labyrinth.
The Dark Crystal.
The
Dark
Dark
Crystal.
Crystal. Yes. Where they're they like sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably could have been an inspiration for sure. And I really like the tie into like the Morse code aspect. And so they have their own way of communicating. And if you could have been hostile towards them, no doubt. And if you chose
that have worked.
Right. Well,
You
once you get
got
down into their
murked.
little lair, yeah, like they're basically they are called drones, and the leader is called, I believe, the conductor or the composer. And there's first chairs. Those are the people that like extend their voices out. Like those are the people in the inner ring. There's a whole. I mean, just like the rider, there's a whole chapter on these people. So
I love how Anthrax like in real time became a bard. And now
That
we
was
have to
epic.
we have to like explore that class now for Shadowdark, the bard. The
Yeah.
rock bard.
So final thoughts on Scorched Basin.
That was
We
super
can go
fun.
around.
That was fun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You should definitely check it out. If
Yeah.
this doesn't make you want to check it out, I don't know what will. Would totally recommend it.
Yeah,
And
I
CJ?
think
Oh, sorry, Dasha, go ahead.
I was gonna say it just offers so much variety. I think we only got to like scratch the surface, and now that we've briefly met the Doflok, I want to play again and play a Doflok because
I
that sounds
agree.
really cool.
I think that like the different groups that we met even more and more endeared themselves upon us, where like Anthrax wanted to become the Skara, but now he wants to be a Dothrok and like going like because he's like yes, they're like his audience now. He's like yo, right? So like they became like part of him now, and he's like definitely not a writer anymore. He's gonna leave.
That's
them.
awesome.
He's gonna
Yeah,
become
the big one is the one that we didn't see actually. The
Kai?
The Kai, yeah.
Yeah,
The
they're
one that seems to be like the rulers, or
they're not
like
rulers, but they are clearly the more dominant faction, it seems. Like they
Yeah.
have better technology, and that's what kind of puts them above the rest. They also have like a big fortress city that's set into the basin wall in like the east, I believe, or the west. And so
Right,
like they
right.
have a lot more advantages. And I think they're, if I'm not mistaken, they're more the ones to like try to organize the other factions. Like they're the ones that like keep station people at the center crystal, which is the biggest crystal. So like they're very involved in the politics of everything, whereas the riders are like the least involved with like wanting to be a part of other tribes. The Doflok are more mysterious because they're not, people don't know about them other than like the Wanderers, and the Kai I think also know about them, but they are secretive about it, and probably for their own reasons. Like you said, they have a lot of wealth, and it's kind of a wealth disparity when it comes to the crystal and water. So it's great. I really love the Scorched Basin. I hope that everybody enjoyed this live play of it. Actual play, I should say. We're not live, but I hope we did it justice, Tom and Bodhi. Definitely suggest checking out the Scorched Basin. Kickstarter is still live through October 9th, I believe. So if you're interested in checking this out and you want to support both the Kickstarter and us, check the link in the description. And I think until then,
like and subscribe. Hit the bell button to get more notifications about all of the things we do here on Tabletop Bob.
And we'll see you on the tabletop. Have a good night, everybody.